That means is we're talking about Draymond Green. He threw a punch at Jordan Poole last Wednesday. He talked over the weekend, said all the things he needed to say. Was it enough? I don't know. And Guru doesn't want to talk about it. He wants to talk about his fantasy team.
No, Michael Sanchez on YouTube says I just blurt out anything.
Yeah, I would agree with that. No, I would agree with that.
Dude, you talked about rat oats. You shouldn't even brought that up, and then I somehow got into fantasy.
Yeah.
We just lost 5 people on YouTube.
Dude,
Thank you.
See, now that hurt.
And that's the big boy.
Who told him to crack your
Gabe's
mic?
in Napa. What's up, Gabe? Let's talk some Draymond.
Look.
Hey, just since everybody cares, my fairy tale football team got crushed this week.
Don't
Shake it off.
At the world. That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Hadn't played in 20 years, came off the bench last year, won, 0 research. It's a joke. It's just joke fun with your 10 friends.
You need to talk about Draymond Green right now, Gabe. Right this second.
Here we go. In all seriousness, Steve Kerr talks about a family. No families these days are able to keep their stuff internal. This is a family that's seen by billions of people across the planet. Sadly, Draymond Green, we don't even know how many times he's crossed the line. He's a habitual line stepper. Enough of the past. He did something that he cannot come back from.
Wow.
If he gets suspended for 20 games, he's going to be like well, I shouldn't say sibling, but I did. My sibling, half, is getting out of prison on Thanksgiving Day. Draymond Green would be done with his suspension the game before Thanksgiving Day. That should be a time where you are celebrating, and our entire family, it's just torn us apart. We're sick of it. Now, moving forward, which is all I really care about, they're going to trade Draymond. And to honor him, to respect him, they're going to say, you want to go to Detroit, Charlotte, Orlando, the Knicks, who cares? They're going to get pennies on the dollar back. They're going to need an expiring contract or two. And most importantly, let's let Kuminga and Wiseman develop. Draymond Green, it can be argued, was the 5th, maybe 6th most important player in last year's playoffs, and they still won a chip. He played 46 games. Draymond needs help. The only person that can help him is himself. And so far, he's shown a complete inability to do it. His press conference was a joke. You don't blame anybody else when you make that kind of mistake. You don't throw anybody else under. In fact, you shouldn't even speak. That's my point.
Appreciate it, Gabe.
Tell us how you really feel.
See, that's now, were you taking note there? He stayed on point. He had a point to make. He stayed focused. He kept at it. He made really good points. And he didn't hit on too many topics in a short period of time.
We just gained 25 people on YouTube.
Oh, dude, look at who told him to crack his mic? I do it every day. But listen.
Yeah, go ahead.
We feel how we feel in this business, and fortunately for us, we get to share it. I want to call something out. I'm with Gabe. I'm a little irritated, and I ain't been afraid. I don't get scared, but I am wondering why there is no suspension, and there's this verbiage of he's stepping away. Okay,
that's fair.
To me, it's where's the accountability? But I got one more thing. We keep hearing about this warrior culture. Oh, Iggy's coming back on his podcast. Tune in. I tune in. He's the leader. He's the messiah. Where are you at? All you sent was a double tweet. Don't do that to my rook, and Dre's my guy. Guru is calling for Andre to step to the mic and tell us what's happening in Warrior World. What's up with that, Steiny? Am I asking or wanting too much? I want to hear from Iggy. You came back because you were the leader. Where's Iggy at? I just want to hear from Andre. Not the double tweet. It's time right now. They need you. We need you. Where you at?
He's only making vet minimum.
It don't matter.
He doesn't do stuff like that for vet minimum.
You can't just come out when it's all good.
No, he can.
No, you got to come out in turmoil.
He does not.
Let me help you out. This is turmoil. Guru wants to hear from Dre.
He is working on his short game as we speak.
That's terrible if it's true.
I do.
People like hearing.
I like to laugh. I like to I like to disagree with you, and sometimes I do. But if Andre Iguodala is not going to talk now, when is he going to talk?
That's all.
When he scores 10 points, I mean, that ain't happening either.
Hey, Andre, have you talked to Dre? Have you called them? Have you talked to Jordan Poole? If you would like, and if it's okay, what did you say to the young fella?
Wait,
since you are his mentor.
It's Otis Bird the third?
Yeah, you did.
I thought it was the second.
No, you said junior, but it's the third. Yeah, but anyway, he loves you.
Iguodala.
Otis Bird the third says you got to love Guru's passion. At times. At times, for sure.
Well, you try to take away from.
No, I don't.
The 5 fantasy teams you didn't care about. I'm 4-1 anyway. I'm hot. But Steiny, Draymond, where are you, Andre? That's all I don't like, Steiny. Because then we're going to hear in 3 months when it's Christmas, oh, Andre's a leader. I'm not saying he's not. But step to the mic.
Free the people. Free the people working on comeback caller of the year. We haven't heard from him in, I don't know, pre-pandemic? What's up, Free the People?
Steiny Guru, my guys, it's been a while.
Hey.
I'm glad you guys still have your show on. It's always great to listen to you. I do think
Sound surprised.
The situation it's a bad look, but I just heard a caller say they're going to trade him for pennies on the dollars, guys. I want Warriors fan base to realize, even though Draymond is slightly declining, if Draymond Green is not a part of this team, I think it ends the championship run. Trading Draymond for pennies on the dollar wouldn't do much to help this team. He's under contract for 2 more years, player option for next year. I think we ride it out and see what we get out of him this year. I want to remind people that before he went out with a back injury, through the first half of the season, he was for sure the defensive player of the year, and had he not got hurt, that would have been his award again. But what I would like to focus on right now, just because of what I was hearing Guru talk about, I don't necessarily know that we need people from the team speaking out. I think we've heard from Steph. We've heard from Kevon Looney. We've heard from Steve Kerr. The more the Warriors talk about it and bring it up, the more it stays in the news cycle, and more it gives people a reason to continue to keep this thing going. It sucks, and it's going to be extremely hard for Jordan Poole to get past this. I think that his relationship with Draymond will forever be fractured, but I do think there is a lane where can find a way to still have a working relationship, because I feel like winning cures all. We've seen it in the past with the Warriors, and they've had drama, and as long as they won, they found a way to be okay. Is this situation a recipe for long-term success? I don't think it is, but I think we can get through this season and still make a run for a championship with all the drama that's swirling. That's pretty much my call, guys. I kind of want the drama to end. I wish the best for Draymond. I wish the best for Jordan Poole, especially. That dude's looking like he's going to be a star, a lot better than I think all of us thought he was, even with how great he played last year. And another thing I want to say is I want you guys to have a great day. I super appreciate your guys' radio show. I'm a long-time listener. I love Steiny and Guru. You're my favorite listener on 95.7 The Game. And, hey, man, shout out to the Warriors. Shout out to the whole Bay Area. And shout out to you guys, man. Thanks for taking my call.
All right, man.
Wow. You got a new nickname for him. Positive Pete.
I've never heard that before.
I'm going to give you a 3. That was pretty good.
I have something written down here. Nobody changed Draymond.
It's radio. You're supposed to say what you have written down. We can't see it, Steiny.
Do you know how often during the course of a week you make me lose my train of thought?
I went into the boss's office and said this true story. I said, I forgot what I was going to ask you.
No kidding.
Steiny's rubbing off on me.
Not 5.
I said that
but
too.
I forget because you interrupt.
Oh.
You forget because you've got too many things going through your mind at one point.
Dead air is not good for us, bud.
Hey, Josh,
sometimes it's better than some of your takes.
No, you don't believe that. Now, if I was a weak taker, I would be like, oh, that hurt. But come on.
I did have something to say, and I can't remember. Talk.
It's just.
Let's go to. I'll go to Bobby in San Jose, but I'll be honest with you, Bobby. I got to think about what I wanted to say instead of listening to you. But Guru will listen. Trust me.
I got you, Bobby. What's up, baby?
Hey, you know what, Steiny? I'm a teacher, so it's not like it's any different than how my students treat me anyway.
That's a 4.
No, I won't take too long. I gotta say I disagree with you, Steiny, about I think you were talking about how you understand how Draymond could bring up the whole, people, the video's cropped, people aren't hearing what's happening. To me, that was the most egregious part. And the reason I feel that way is, this entire presser is supposed to be your shot to redeem yourself for what you did. And if I'm Jordan Poole, this is what I'm waiting for. I want to hear what you have to say publicly to know that you respect me and that you appreciate me and that other people see the same thing. To spend any breath trying to dress up this apology with, oh, you know, I was going through some problems that day, or really any opportunity that he had to try to make people feel like what they saw was worse than what it was really like. I'm not even Jordan Poole, and I'm pissed about him doing that.
Well, that's a good point,
man.
I mean, we really have no idea of knowing what Jordan Poole thinks of all this stuff. All right, so I talked about this earlier, but I kind of jumped off it. You know, people say, "Can you get over it?" And you're like, "Yeah, we can get over this. We can get over that." Yeah, sure. I don't think you can. Like, I didn't think, and I guess this will be my official, but. And I was going to come into this year saying, I think the Warriors are going to win the title to get some heat off me. I don't think they're going to win it.
Because of this?
Because of everything like this. To me, they came into the season, and I was thinking to myself, okay, they got 4 guys who need to get paid. I don't know why people don't put Klay Thompson in the same group as, first of all, Klay's eligible for an extension this year if he wanted one. But next year is when he's going to, when he'll only have one more year left. So Jordan Poole wants a contract. Draymond Green was talking about the max. Wiggins is sitting there quietly, and he's an unrestricted free agent. And there's Klay wanting one more payday. You know, I went back and I listened to Steph Curry talk, which he did on that Thursday, before we saw the video. Mm-hmm. And he said, we have a lot going on. You know, guys getting paid, guys coming into their own in this league.
Man.
They got to me, they have a little too much to balance. I think they need too much out of players that are too young. I still think Kuminga, Moody, Wiseman they're still in prove themselves mode, which is great, but it's not perfect for a team trying to win a championship. I think everybody's gotten a year older again. And now, yes, what this fight did to me was justify all the worry that was fair to be out there about the Warriors and their differing agendas.
So, that was a lot. And I'll ask you this. So, with all that said, do you think, and I know you're going to say, the Steiny I know, Goo, I don't know what he was thinking, but do you think that could have had Draymond feeling some type of way towards Poole and why he punched him?
Come again?
Do you think Draymond, with all that you talked about, Draymond's no dummy. He knows what the contract status is with him and his teammates. Do you think that had something to do with his relationship and possibly that punch? That Poole was in his way.
He said he was in a bad mood coming into practice.
Okay.
He said he was in a terrible mental space. Boom. It's over. You didn't handle it right. I don't care. Like, I could care. Is it about money?
I can believe you brought
money's
that up.
part of it.
Yeah.
Is it about Poole being cocky? Clearly it's about Poole being cocky. But, like, who cares? What did Jordan Poole say? I don't care. It doesn't matter. Draymond's in the wrong, and he's in the wrong 1,000%. And now he has thrown a huge monkey wrench into the Golden State Warriors trying to go after a back-to-back title. And instead of the discussion being, hey, do you think what's going on with Ime Udoka is going to affect the Boston Celtics? Or what do you think's going on with the Brooklyn Nets? Kevin Durant has asked for a trade. Do you think he's going to be able to play the whole season? Ooh. Or, boy, Phoenix is dealing with a nightmare situation because their ex-owner was a racist. Now it's, can the Warriors get over the top with a player who punched another player in the face, and it's his umpteenth transgression?
Wow, Steiny. I mean, that's heavy, and I got some sound for you and the listeners. Let's hear what Stephen A. Smith says about Draymond's future.
Golden State's got to resign 2 people. 3 people looking to get resigned. The 3 people looking to get resigned is Jordan Poole, Andrew Wiggins, and Draymond Green. I can tell you right now, Wiggins and Poole are a priority. I can tell you right now that Draymond Green is expecting this to be his last year in Golden State.
Like,
what are you gasping about like you just saw a ghost? It's just sports.
I'm saying, don't tell me that you were having a bad day. I'm not saying I know what's going on in Draymond's life. And we both said whatever's going on, it doesn't justify or give you the license to do what you did to your teammate. But when you look at this chessboard and you see what time it is, and Stephen A is saying that, and I'm sure Draymond knows what time it is, that could lead me to be feeling some type of a way, and maybe why I would have a short fuse. Not saying that's why Dre hit him, Steiny, but Dre's looking at Poole like, I know you're not going anywhere. You're getting paid. You don't understand what I'm going through, and I built this. Just a thought, man.
Well, of course.
Egos are amazing. I mean,
you don't think, of course, it's all that. Like,
don't make it right.
Well, I don't even need to know what happened.
But don't give me something, the cable's out at home type of, something's going on before he got to the because when I heard that,
you know
what,
that's my point.
That bothered me.
When I said he was having a bad day,
Save that.
I did not mean to dismiss it.
Oh, okay.
In fact, I meant to accentuate how much this guy's got a problem in that he comes into work mad about something that happened at home, and the people at work have to deal with the anger. Like, no, I'm not making light of that, or I'm not diminishing that. No, in fact, I'm doing the other thing. It's like, this guy's got a problem. He's got a problem because he can't even handle a bad day at home, apparently, without at least here and there going off on somebody that's got nothing to do with anything. Transference.